Hey, Thabreakmasta here. This is my Campione episode 11 review. This was actually a good episode. It was a little slow in the beginning, but I like the end. So, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next, because, and things really are getting interesting. There's another girl that godou has to take care of, There's a fourth wheel in this. He already has three women all over him. But then here comes the fourth one, and I'm like, oh. Okay, really? I'm like, alrighty then. So basically, how this episode was to start out with is Lilian is just catering to everything godou needs. Like here, you need some food. Here's some food. Try this food. You need some water. Here's some water. You got food in your mouth. Let me wipe that off for you. Shoot, if godou said, hey, can you wipe my butt for me? She'd be like, yes, I'll do it gracefully. Start wiping her butt all of a sudden. I'm like, she'd just do anything for him. And so, that made Maria kind of mad. She's like, why is she doing all this stuff? I don't understand. Like, this, aren't you offended by this, Erica? And Erica's like, yeah, no, not really. He doesn't even think of her like that or anything like that. I don't have to worry. I'm number one. So I don't have to worry about any of that. I don't have to. She's like, very confident that she has godou, so she don't even have to worry about that kind of stuff. And so, as that was all going down and everything like that, we end up seeing Maria talking to this new character. Her name is Enna. And, Enna, she apparently is the fourth wheel to this whole thing. She wants to get married to Kusanagi Godou. She's Japanese and stuff. So she's like, we need to get married to him. Because she's saying we, because she also is putting Maria into this. And Maria's like, I don't know. I'm not sure if I feel like that. He's like, it's okay. I know you love him. It's okay. You don't have to say anything. And besides, we don't have to make this official marriage or anything like that. What we can do is basically you do all the sexual needs that he needs. Do all that good stuff right there, and I'll do everything else. I'm like, interesting, interesting. That's all I can say. So I'm like, alrighty then. Like, this is another girl within this. God just has women on him. I mean, just, come on now. Yeah, any more? I mean, you even count Athena in this kind of little harem mesh. I don't even know what to call this. And so basically, as that was all getting said and done, he ends up meeting Enna. Basically, he ends up going to the room because he had to meet this girl at the end of his class. And so he goes over there. And so he ends up meeting this girl. She's all bound down to him, but she's like, "Oh, just kidding, you don't really like this kind of stuff anyway. So I just wanted to say hello to you, and so on and so forth. I'm supposed to get married to you. So yeah." And the thing is, he didn't really reply like, "Wow," like I thought he would be like, "Whoa, why you gonna get married to me all of a sudden?" You know what I mean? He just like, "Huh?" Like it's just weird. I thought he would react more to that, but I guess he's like, I got all these women on me. I'm not surprised anymore. So yeah, so he's just wondering why you want to marry me and everything like that, and so on and so forth, and also we'll talk. And then the thing is, basically, Anna was trying to make Maria confess her feelings. Basically, like, do you love Maria? But the thing is, she said this to godou. Do you love Maria? And godou's like, no. I don't think of her as a friend. I mean, all the girls, I think of them just friends, just friends. Friend zoned, that hurt Maria's feelings, and Leon seemed a bit, bothersome by that as well. So they've been friend zoned by godou, and so they're like, and so Maria didn't really want to admit that she likes him or anything like that. So she's like, if he feels that way for me, she's like telling him, this is your last chance. I'm not gonna let you have another chance like this. So you better confess. Otherwise, you're gonna lose your chance. So you should confess right now. Otherwise, I don't know what's gonna happen. And so she was about to say something, but that's when Lilian jumped into this whole thing. It's like, why does she need to make any of these decisions? Why are you messing with the peace of godou right now? Like, he's not even bothered by this or anything like that. And so that's when Erica comes and everything, and she takes care of this whole thing. It's like, let me talk to this girl. I need to negotiate. Let me see what she's about. Let me talk to her. Lilian, just stay with godou for right now. And understood. So Lilian and Maria went with godou outside, and that's when those two talked to each other. And apparently, everything seemed dandy. It's regular talking, apparently, and everything seems dandy. But like I said, Lilian and Maria are friend zones, so they're kind of butthurt. And so they're like, I got something to do. I'll go now. And me too. I gotta go. So both of them leave, and Erica and godou are by themselves. And basically, Erica's like, hey, was going on a date. And so that's what they went to go do. They went to this little, nice little fun time, whatever, and stuff like that. And then they go to this like place where they first fought the gods and stuff like that. So, it's just nice little things going on. This is when the interesting stuff comes in. This is when we see Enna in her true color. She ends up coming back and she's like, hey, why are you even messing around with him? Like, I don't want to mess up your whole day or anything like that. But we had negotiated that we're going to be fighting, to the death right now. We'll be fighting right now. So, you're not going to back off of this. And so apparently, yes, they're going to be fighting. And so, yeah, the thing is, like I said, not Lillian, but Enna wants to marry, godou. She's thinking, oh, you need a Japanese girl. You don't need this foreign girl. You don't need this foreign girl. You need to marry a Japanese girl. And I'm like, okay. So that's part of the reason why they're actually fighting. I was like, wow. And so Godou's like, stop fighting. No, but you got women fighting for you, dude. Fighting for you. But she's like, no, stop fighting. I don't want none of this happen or anything like that. This is ridiculous, just stop fighting. But the girl insisted that she needs to fight Enna. And so she's like, no, just let me fight. Get out of my way, please. Just let me fight. And so he ends up grabbing her sword. Because the thing is, that sword is very special. It's not an ordinary sword. It's black and it's big and stuff. And, that sounds wrong. But nonetheless, it's a sword. And so he blocks that sword and tries to stop him, but then all of a sudden he ends up getting this dark hole and he goes down all of a sudden, and it's like, what the heck? And so Erica got real mad. She's like, hey, what's going on? Where's he going? What's happening? And apparently where he's going is the intermediate world. It's the border between life and death, basically, and that's where her grandpa is, basically, and her grandpa's a rogue god killer, and that sword is what he used, or what these rogue god killers use to kill these gods and whatnot. And his name is Hayasusano wa no Mikoto, and the sword that she is using right now, what Enna is using, is Ama no Murakumo or something like that. So she's using this sword, and it's very, very powerful because it's actually jacking up Erica's sword, and Erica's sword is not no wimpy weapon. So it was like it's actually damaging something. So it has to be a divine item, in which it is a divine item, and she can temporarily use godly powers as well, because I'm guessing because of that sword. And so she's a very powerful character. We see this when we see this girl. So it's like she ain't messing around. And so now godou is stuck into the intermediate world right now. Apparently, I'm thinking he's gonna end up fighting against Enna's grandfather. Yeah, no, grandfather. Yeah. So they're gonna be fighting against each other, or something. I'm not really exactly sure what's gonna happen because he's down in there now. But we're gonna probably see what's going on over there. And Lillian and Maria, they were actually talking to each other and basically trying to get out of the friend zone. It's like, he always cares about us deeply. Like when it comes to caring for someone, you care for them because he wants to protect you. No matter if you're friends, friends are very close to him. Basically, close friends. So you shouldn't be so butthurt over this. Basically, so yeah. So I'm looking forward to seeing what the next episode will hold for us, because I am curious what is gonna happen to godou while he's in that form, in that intermediate world, and what's happening? What's up with this girl Enna? I want to know a little bit more about her, not necessarily more of her grandfather, because we keep seeing more of her grandfather, not necessarily her. But what's she all about? And that sword, like I said, that sword is very, very powerful. I wonder if Eric can actually defeat her, because she's on equal terms with her right now. But that sword could probably change the difference in battle power. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen next. Leave your comments below and tell me what you think of the episode. Like if you like this review, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Campione reviews. So yeah, sorry I'm late with this, by the way. I was kind of busy and whatnot, but nonetheless, here's my review for it. So I hope you guys enjoyed my review. So yeah, until then, break out. Oh, one more thing. I almost forgot about this. At the end of the episode, actually, after all that fighting was happening and stuff, we seen Athena all of a sudden just drop right down into godou's house where his sister is at right now. And she's like, hey, do you know where godou is? And I'm like, okay, yeah. I almost forgot about that. So it was really odd. So what the heck is Athena doing exactly? Because she was fighting this dark figure, and she couldn't really do anything. So I'm guess maybe she needs some help with it or something. Like what's up with Athena too? She don't really seem so evil, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I don't know what's happening here. So that's the other thing I forgot to mention. So yeah, my bad on that. But yeah, it's been Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.